call me Grayson. Well, ladies, this is your space for inspiration, empowerment, and real conversation with women who are redefining the game.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and you tuned in to the Cammie Grayson Show. And tonight is International Women's Kickoff for Girl Talk. So I am so excited because you know what? I got an international woman, shero, powerhouse with me today, and she goes by the name of Varonika Wilson. Yeah, Wilson. Yeah. That's my baby girl. Hey, Veronica, welcome to the show.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How about you, girlie?
I'm doing spectacular. Thank you for asking. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. Now we are here to learn about you. It's your day, honey. See that pretty girl behind me on this side? Yeah, that girl right there. Yeah, I want to learn all about her. Isn't she beautiful? This picture, she looks just like her mother, guys.
Just like my mom.
Like her mother. And so that's why I picked it, because you look just like your mother. Mm-hmm. And so, but anyway, tell people who you are and what you do.
So, hi, everybody. My name is Varonika Wilson. I am a native of Dallas, Texas, born and raised. I do a lot of things, but first of all, I love to start off by saying I'm a servant. So I just wear many hats. I serve in all capacities, but the things that I'm very proud of is being a mom. I have a beautiful daughter. Her name is Ariel. She'll be 21 this year. And I have an amazing son. His name is August Fields. He'll be 11 actually next month. April 1st is his birthday. And I work for an organization, a nonprofit organization. We disrupt trends of violence, and I am the director of the economic development piece. So I get to run like all of our business economic development initiatives. And I just launched my own trucking company. So I started a logistics and freight company last year, and it's called Currency Distribution. So I'm excited about that. And that's just kind of like a new venture that I've started. I'm into the fitness industry. I am an investor in MentFitness, where we have 2 gyms.
Oh, I wonder, am I froze or she froze?
It's buffing. Okay. And that's me. That's Varonika.
Oh, that was you? Okay. I was about to ask too nice. Is that me? So finish telling us about the last little bit you were saying.
Oh, so I was saying I'm into health and wellness as well. So I do fitness. Currency Fitness is also my brand. I have my C Corp is Path to Currency, and then I have my umbrella companies under it. So I have Currency Distribution, Currency Accounting, and then Currency Fitness up under my Path to Currency corporation.
You sure you're not my daughter?
I should.
Because we're talking special case specialties, Cammie's Closet, Cammie's Collection, Cammie Grayson PR Agency, and SKST Radio Network and Podcast.
It all aligns together.
That's the family, right?
Right.
Oh my gosh, girl. So you're doing so much. Mm-hmm. So, and I know, and you're a great mother. I mean, I'm always seeing you with the girl, with your daughter and your son, and August is just growing. I mean, man, he gets his little medals and stuff, you know. Yeah. So I kind of live through y'all by social media, I guess. Right. I don't bug y'all, but I do check on you. You know what I mean? Right. And so, but I am so proud of you. If I've never said that before, I'm very, very proud of you. And so keep going, don't stop, and just tell people how hard it is to get where you are, because the way you making it look like it's just so easy, and it's not, right? And you really have to work hard for this. So tell us a little bit about the struggles of owning so many businesses.
Well, I think for me, just learning from my past experiences, I was blessed to become a homeowner at the age of 19. And go into business early. My dad was an entrepreneur. He originally started an organization called 4-Star Connection. And so when I was in high school, I used to be his administrative assistant, right? And I hated it. I hated it because I was like, I gotta stay stuck in here all summer, and you got me doing everything, not realizing that it was gonna be a part of my now. So I literally took everything that my dad had instilled in me, and it had allowed me to be a part of as a kid, as a teenager, and became a business owner. I opened up 2 tobacco stores in my 20s that did very well, and they were very successful. I graduated with my undergrad is in entrepreneurship, and then I minored in economics and accounting. So I've always been really great with like finances and money and stuff like that. I think my greatest challenges were just trying to create a balance. And I don't even know, Cammie, like, is it a such thing as balance? Like, I don't even know.
Not really. Not really.
I think it's just seasons in your life where certain aspects of your life get more attention than others, right? But I knew one of the things out of the life cycle is my kids. Like, I knew for a fact that whatever I did, I had to make sure that it revolved around my kids because they were my priority. And I knew that, you know, God had given me them and had blessed me with them. And it was my duty to make sure that they got everything that they needed to go out and also be successful. So, and you know, going into business with business partners that you got to research your business partners, because I did go into business with a business partner that had like bad credit. She had charge off stuff on her, and you know, it was like a friend of a friend, and I was like, oh, okay, we had some similarities and ideas. So that's one thing that I, you know, recommend that women and men that are coming up that want to get into the entrepreneurship world, please make sure you research and vet the people that you're going into business with, because that really matters. We host an event here at my organization now at Urban Specialists every first Wednesday of the month. And one of the things that we pride is collaboration, right? But we have guided principles like agility, redemption, innovation. Like, you have to be able to align with our guided principles to even come in this space and work with us. And you have to have guided principles as you're out there trying to figure out who you would like to go into partnership with. Because I know you probably have had some challenging experiences with some business partners, right? They will run off on the money. They'll mess up the business credit. I mean, that does really matter. So I learned that early on, like making those challenges and learning, you know, S Corp, C Corp, LLCs. Make sure you get you an accountant. I had some tax issues that came up, and it's crazy because outside of business, I have 17 years of data and being working in like all different banking industries. So you would think that I do better, but you cannot mix personal and business money. Like,
I mean, you know, but those are challenges though, because I've had to face that myself, and it took my partner to say, hey, you know what, we need to get more accounts. You know, if that's what it's going to take to separate the two. Yeah. But it was crazy because, you know, when we first started the studio, it wasn't making it wasn't taking care of itself, right? And so I was actually spending money out of you know, Cammie's fund to kind of fund the studio to, you know, to get it where it is now. And honey, that's hard. That's really hard. But I mean, you're absolutely right though. You're absolutely right.
So just learning those things. That's why I love our program, the Bishop Omar School of Entrepreneurship, because while I was in the banking business, the monies that I was giving out thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to people, and they didn't look like me. And so when I came to my community, and I'm like, why y'all don't go get the money? Or like, even with the PPP stuff, granted, it was people that was doing PPP illegally, right? But it was people that was also doing it correct as well. And I was
explain PPP. What is that?
The PPP was the monies that came through from the COVID relief. So those companies that was impacted by COVID, the SBA gave out PPP loan money, right? Grant money. Originally, it was supposed to just been like seed money, but a lot of the monies end up being forgiven, right? But the only way that the money was 100% forgiven is if you did actually what you said you were going to do with the funds. So meaning that you had to do payroll. It was like certain things that you had to do payroll. You had to pay into like what if you had a mortgage note, notes on like your building, anything that was related to the business aspect of the monies that was received. And a lot of people just didn't understand the paperwork part of it, right? So that's why they was like, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, you have a payroll, right? You pay out employees. Well, you could qualify for $150,000. It's helping
Wow.
keep your people afloat, right? But people didn't understand the concept of it. It was like, nah, I don't want to touch that money. I don't need it. And I'm just like, yes, you do. You really do need it. And then when they were able to forgive it and the SBA came back and said, hey, we're forgiving these loans if you're able to show what you actually utilize the money for from a paperwork process, people was like, dang, I missed out on it. And I was like, yes. So that's when I realized, like, I have to make sure that I get into my community and I make sure that they get everything that they need from a paperwork process perspective, because we as Black and brown women especially miss out on so many opportunities.
Yeah. 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 So, that's one reason why you are my shero, because, even myself, I've been in business for forever, and things have changed since I graduated, right? 87,
Right.
things have changed a whole lot. And so I still have to learn a lot, even though I'm a business major, it's still a lot that I don't know. And I look to people like you or our tax lady, Miss Deidre, she'll tell you what's going on, in the tax world and what you need to do and what you don't need to do and things like that. So we got to always keep sheroes on top so we can continue to learn, especially people like you who are willing to give us those nuggets,
Right.
And
Right.
so,
And you know what? After we actually had a conversation the other day, I actually have some partners that I want to introduce you to that actually fund in the area that you guys are in. So, when we get off this call, I definitely got some people that I want to actually just put you in an email with that can help you with like grant opportunities and also line of credit for the business that you do, because they specifically target when you're in the southern sector communities, because they realize that it's an economic disparity. And I teach people that you don't only have to go get money from banks. You can also get money from CDFIs, because the CDFIs are specifically targeted for those low income communities. And if you service in those low income communities, the monies are there for you and the aid is there, but you just don't know that it's there. You have to build relationship with bankers. I can call any one of my banking friends right now from different banks, and I just build relationships and say, hey, I have a person that I want to bring over there to you. Her name is Kimmy. She does great business. And then I just pass you off. And I know it's relational too. And I teach the community, like, don't be scared to go in the bank. I'll go in there with you. I'll hold your hand and we can talk to them. They regular people just like us. But you just have to have your book of business in order, and you have to say, hey, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing. I just know how to go make some money. And if that's the case, they'll help you still, because they have financial literacy classes that are free. They'll say, you know what? You qualify for $25,000, but before I give you this $25,000, you got to take this financial literacy course, and let's make sure that you understand your business. And that's what it's all about. Like, I'm not giving you some of my money and then you're gonna default on your loan, or you're gonna default on your line of credit. That just doesn't even make sense for both of us. It doesn't make sense.
And so that's amazing though. And people, they get nervous, they get scared, because they feel like they might fall short of everything that she was just talking about. So that's that's interesting. I mean, it's good to know that it's more people out there that feels that way. You know what I mean?
Right.
And yeah. So I'm seeing, and again, education. I mean, knowledge is power, and if you don't know what you don't know.
No, you don't. And that was another thing, like, do not be scared to ask questions. When you go into those rooms, I tell people I don't even want to be the smartest person in no room, because I want to be able to ask people questions that I don't know. I was limited on being able to invest. When you become an executive in banking, it's certain investments that you can't do. You can invest in like 401ks and IRAs and things like that, but they still limit like stock options and stuff that you buy. So I'm just now getting into learning more about stock, learning how to do the market, do trading, do day trading, stuff that I wanted to do once before. But I have a mentor. I have somebody that be like, Veronica, come on, let's get on. And I'm like, all right, I'm ready. I'm taking notes. And I'm like, what is the option? Tell me that again. Like, and I went to college. I have an MBA. But when you don't use certain language and certain
Mm-hmm.
aspects of things
Mm-hmm.
that you learn, you lose it. So
Yeah.
I know my lane, and I'm okay with saying, hey, these are my competitive advantages and these are my weaknesses, and where I'm weak at, I get somebody like you, like what this just happened with all this. I was like, that was amazing. I was like, this is so cool. I think that it's cool, like what you do, how the people came on, and I was like, so, you know, I was very impressed with that. So I was like, okay, if I ever need some marketing help, I know who to call. Kimmy, I'm gonna call you. Can you help me with my marketing? This is
Absolutely. That's what we do.
because you're an expert at that. You know, that's not my competitive advantage. And one thing I want to tell the women is we got to do better with supporting one another. Like,
Yes.
I'm okay in knowing when it's your season, because I have people around me when it's their season. Girl, let me help you out. Oh, you know, you wear a size 10 here. You can wear these shoes. They look better on you. Wear this lipstick. Know that hairstyle is not good, and this is what form fit into your body. But we gotta learn how to be honest with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Not just to tell people what they want to hear. You know. Yeah, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Yeah, you are my baby.
Because I'm like, tell me if something ain't right. Like, my granny raised me, and I tell people, like, I grew up wearing big girl drawers. You know, like, I don't know all the underwear to wear under dresses sometimes. Like, you might have to say, sis, we're going to have to stop at the store and get this kind of underwear that got the visit. I was like, okay, I'll receive it. I promise I do. And it's something as small as that, because we, as, you know, as us celebrating us as women, Black and brown women, we have to be there for one another. Y'all see, they trying to segregate us again.
Yeah.
They're trying to separate us again. So we have to even be more in tune and just work together.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back. I want to learn more about that trucking business.
Okay.
From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, they magazine we lift and amplify. Stories of love, of strength, of pride. Giving back, standing tall, side by side. We are the rhythm, we are the voice. Community rising, making bold choice. On short drive, we shine, we soar. They magazine, forever, evermore.
All right. If you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned into the Cammie Grayson Show, and we are celebrating Girl Talk International Women's Month. The date is the 8th for the actual date, but we're celebrating the whole entire month. We're bringing you powerful women like this lady right here, Miss Varonika Wilson. Girl, thank you for those nuggets that you gave in the first half. And the second half, I want to learn about this trucking business. How does a female get into trucking?
So honestly, I honestly did the trucking business because my dad, he literally lives check to check, and he's like almost 60 years old. And I was just like, I can't imagine, because I stay at a job maybe 3 to 5 years and I'm ready to transition to something different. And I'm always, you know, increasing my currency because I'm always keeping myself relevant to what's going on, you know, and being able to create transferable skills that make me an asset where I go, right? And, you know, like I believe that certain generations of parents didn't come up in that mindset. They like, I've been here for 20 years and this is where I'm gonna stay. And I'm just like, Dad, we got to come up with another way. Like, do you ever want to leave or retire? So, and then I had an uncle, like that's an amazing human being. He actually got into some trouble and, you know, just needed a way. And like all these jobs he was working at was barely paying him money. And I'm like, he's such a great worker. Like he works really hard. He's the first one at work every day, the last one to leave. And, you know, trucking is one of the things that's rapidly increasing, especially with them getting rid of all those the truckers because of like not being legally right and all of the documentation stuff. So it's just an influx of work and freight that's out there. And I was like, hey, this is a time for me to be able to maximize in a freight and logistics business, you know, 5 to 10 year run. then let's make it work and create a space for my family. So my first truck that I did is with my uncle, and then I have 2 trailers. I didn't know nothing about it. I literally got on YouTube University, AI University,
That's
and
T-Nice's job. That's T-Nice school too.
yes, and I learned everything. And then by the grace of God, I had a friend from a long time ago. This is why it matters to do good business with people, that actually has his own logistics company. And I called him on the phone one day, and he was like, "Meet me. Let's meet somewhere." We end up meeting out, and he taught me the whole logistics business, like everything I had already did on my own. But he was like, "Veronica, do this here," and he helped me get my very first contract. So I got my first contract, and then I got a second one. And the reason how I even got the second contract was my driver was at a location early. He always was the first driver there. And the man was like, "You just sit in your truck and wait?" And he was like, "Yes, sir, I'm here on time." He said, because you just never know what's going to happen. And he was like, "Well, give me a call, young man. I might have some work for you." So he called me. He was like, "Red, I got somebody." Red, that's my nickname. And I was like, "Yes, sir." So I ended up calling him. And the man was like, "When can you start?" And I was like, "Huh?" And it was literally that easy. Like, I sent him over everything he required, and then we was running up under his company the next week. And so that's how I just end up getting a dedicated run just like that. And I'm still, forever looking for stuff. And because by the grace of God, I've done great business in my community. People are like, "Veronica, can we add our truck on yours? We want to run for you. Can we come work for you?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, wait. Let me find
wait, let me get there.
Wait. And that's just literally how it worked. And I just been blessed. It wasn't easy. I even was like, "Man, I think I don't even want to do this," because the gas prices are going up. Diesel gas is like super expensive. It's a lot of, it's a lot of front surface work that you have to do. You got to figure out if you're going to lease a truck. You got to buy the trailers and all that. But I was kind of I kind of put up money and had money saved up.
Right.
So I was like, it's an investment. And so that's where we are.
So do you have like a warehouse for the trucks, or where do the trucks live?
So actually 2 ways you can park. I have a facility where I park the truck at, or I'll just park it in the driveway of the driver. He has like a really big piece of land, so we'll park the trailers at his location sometimes. But if it has like a real expensive load on it, like sometimes he'll pick up the day before, then we'll just park it in a facility because it's double insured. So not only is it insured by me, but then it's also insured by the parking space that we rent out.
Okay, gotcha. Wow, that sounds like a major adventure. Now, what about repairs? Is that expensive?
Well, because the truck is brand new, the truck only had 1 mile on it. So because
wow,
we haven't had to have any repairs. The trailers that we purchased, everything was brand new. We got really good tires. We keep up the maintenance on it. You have to, you get your oil change and the regular maintenance every 10,000 miles. So we haven't had to have like any repairs, but just based on experience and listening to some of my peers, like maintenance can be very tedious. Yes. So we have gap insurance. So, gap insurance also covers like any additional outside of once you go over the 100,000 mile warranty. So I believe, it's going to come with the territory, but when that comes, I understand the concept of putting that additional to the side for those what if situations.
Right. So out of all these babies under your little umbrella of yours, which one is your favorite?
Fitness.
The fitness. I know you knew that. You have fun with that fitness. I'd be like, so when you get up in the morning and you're at the gym, I'm just getting out my bed and I'm looking on my phone, because I'm posting and stuff, right? And then I see you working out and I'll look at my bicycle that's sitting over there. Then I get over there and I'll walk over there and I'll look at it. I might go get my cup of coffee and go to the other room. And then I go back and I see you still doing your fitness thing. Then you got your 30-minute countdown and you're doing all this. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back over here to this bicycle. One time, I swear to God, I kid you not, I think like a month ago, I was all inspired and everything. So I'm going to go get on this bicycle. I'm finally going to get on this bicycle. And I keep it in the living room so I won't put clothes on it, right? So it won't just be sitting there. Girl, I got on that bicycle. I sat maybe 5 minutes and I was exhausted. I was exhausted. I have no energy to, I think once get that energy, like, because looking at you, makes you want to have that drive, right?
Uh,
So how do you get that energy? I mean, it's like, I know it's your energy in your body. How do I get this body energized like that body?
so, like some of my friends, I tell them this is how I originally started, and this is so vain. This is so vain. I had these pair of jeans a long time ago when I very first started going down this fitness journey, and I said I'm gonna fit in these jeans, and I literally worked out. And I said, I'm gonna keep working out, and I would try those jeans on every month. I'm like, ooh, I almost got them up, and then I was like, okay, I still don't got them up yet. So then I would increase my cardio. I was like, okay, maybe I should just do more cardio, and then I could almost fit in them. And then it was like 3 months later, and I got in them, and I was like, oh yes, I'm able to do it now. And so I use that as my thought process in that space.
The
But then
goal, yeah.
I also realized that it was, it was a challenge,
Yeah.
that it helped me mentally, that it was really
Yeah.
helping me mentally.
So I just need to get myself together mentally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I first moved here, I used to walk around the beach all the time. But then the COVID hit and all the bad stuff started happening. And, it just got me scared. It made me not want to go to the beach. I still like going to the beach, but I don't like going by myself now as much as I used to. When I first moved here, I mean, I was out the door all the time.
Right.
But now, and I'm a little older too. I've been here 7 years. So I don't know. I want that back though. I want that drive back. I'm just not mentally, I'm just not there.
Right. Well, just one day at a time. One day at a time. Words of affirmation. Don't even jump into it like me. Maybe do 15 minutes. Do a 15-minute walk. Do a 20-minute walk. Do a 30-minute walk. I tell people just gracefully do whatever you can until you get there, because health is the ultimate wealth. So another thing that I've started this year is I don't really get to watch a lot of TV, so I picked a television show that I like, which is SWAT. So I don't watch SWAT unless I'm working out. So when I get on that Stairmaster, I get to watch my show, and I'm like super excited because I'm like, I know I ain't gonna get to watch this again till tomorrow. So it really helps me get through my 30 to 45-minute cardio session. And I actually like that a lot.
I absolutely love it. So as we start wrapping things up, Nisi, tell us some words of wisdom. So if you have a young lady like our little intern here, who's inspiring to be an entrepreneur like you are. And I didn't say preneur, I said preneur, because that's you're all about that, right? And so how do they get to be where you are right today?
So just continue to first, your village matters, like the people that you put yourself around. That really does matter a lot, because I didn't get here by myself, but I got here because I had people that was sharpening my iron. The Bible says iron sharpens iron. So put people in your life that are going to continue to keep pouring into your cup and not emptying your cup. I tell my kids, you got two people in this world. You got givers and you got takers. And you have to first identify which one of those people you are. And then you have to identify those kind of people that are around you. And then my bishop, whose organization this is that I work for, he transitioned during COVID. He always says, inspire people, inspire people. So you have to be able to give in order to receive. And so when you master those things and you learn how to love yourself, truly love yourself, God will just start putting the right people in your space to help you get to those things. Because a lot of the things that I'm doing, it was never a thought. I never thought about it. It wasn't even a vision or a dream, but it was because I had a conversation with someone and they was like, Veronica, what you think about this or what you think about that? And so I in turn also give that back.
I love it. Absolutely love it. So tell people how they can get in contact with you.
So you can get in contact with me. My phone number is 972-259-0404. If you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and you're interested in joining our Bishop Omar School of Entrepreneurship, you can just call and text me and say, hey, I heard you on the Cami Show. Or if you want to follow me on social media, you can go to Currency Fitness. That's CURRENCY Fitness, FITNESS. And then we can connect that way.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, what could we do for you to help you out?
I'm gonna share this and that's it. I mean, just put this out. Continue to keep being inspiration to other people in the world like you've always done, and just continue to keep reaching one and teaching one like you are already doing. So I am because you are because I am. So it's a full circle moment for us.
It is. It really is. Well, honey bunny, I love you so much. I'm so proud of you. Kiss my little kids, my grandnieces and nephew for me. I know the oldest one is in school, but let them know I love them too because I'm not around.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
All right.
Have a good one, Amy.
Bye. Until next time. Bye for
Until
now,
next
guys.
time. Bye.
An SKST Radio Network production. Powered by SKST Radio Network and SGA Entertainment. Kami G got you!